These were some of the best highlights from the Rumble stage of LPL Summer 2024 matchup between IG and oh my god.
Tending to just win out slightly in this bot lane, but not really getting tangible advantages as stats.
Oh,
Great
the
dodge
overstep
out.
comes on through. People got taken low, flashing away, flash on forward, still gets first blood, the dodge out. Still not enough. Great choice there from Vampire to punish, knowing exactly where the rel have been standing. The extended burst fire damage is pretty good and makes it a 1-for-1 in the end.
So this is the thing, right? When you look towards that kill and support, great. The problem is that the other AD carry still has a load of HP, so both AD carries get away with a kill. GLFS, though, coming down towards bot side. He has flash. This is now dangerous. Sorry, needs to go towards the wall.
Will do just that. Gets whacked down, though. Watch out. Eviscerates enemy player. Does the damage required.
Pick like this, the LeBlanc is a bit of an issue. Could be looking for a fight here. People got jumping forwards.
I think about going on forwards, gets a stun into the crash down. Fairly decent chunk, but it's pretty early. Here come the rest of the team, though. Cease and desist after flash on forwards from Angel, and down goes the Lilia. They will not get the dragon, but they do punish afterwards.
They do. Waiting for Harry to come back in.
He's just waiting for the Mega Gnar timing as well, I think, that has now come on through, so he's probably waiting a little bit on that. But oh my days, they've stepped into it! Oh, Cleanse is just about in time. But we'll get out for safety for now. The teleport now coming in behind YSKM. Gets her down the W. Flash on in for the quickness. That'll be a decent chunk of the PP. God has gone all out on the other side. The Magnum Storm afterwards, knowing he's likely dead, will make this a violent fight indeed. Nani gets ceased and desisted. He will surely be deceased, and is so. On the other side, the damage comes flying on through. A 1-for-1. But all the while, the grubs were still going the way of OMG. And there's still been some debate about how to pronounce it. Is it GLFS? Is it Griffin? Who knows?
Well,
I
like
LPLZ.
Oh, so this is the thing. OMG didn't even go towards the 6 grubs. They didn't want to waste the time on that, so they get the 5. There was some conversation about this the other day. Basically, the difference between 5 and 6 grubs isn't that huge.
Or like a safari trade.
Harry just ran out of Mega. Vampire gets PP got, but nothing else. Is that enough? The ult on to Tianzhen.
Over the wall. Herald's about to reset, but not before they get in and keep it still aggro. So Herald taken away off a very good lilting lullaby trade, forcing Tianzhen to back away.
Yeah, so
this is going to be first turret, and there's no real way to stop it.
Yeah, I feel like this LeBlanc can blow up in this game. It's really, really hard to deal with. Angels fed LeBlanc. The Herald goes into mid lane. It gets some damage on there, but it's not like it's a big power play from IG. The best setup they can to try and force OMG away from side lanes. As it stands, Tianzhen's just going straight onto on.
There's a teleport behind. You get very scary. Tianzhen will likely be a lilting lullaby. It's a solid lilting lullaby, actually, as Vampire throws on the quick, but they're all asleep, so they're not going to get up and start dancing, are they? Angel chunked low. Over the wall goes PP Gold with the Magnet Storm, but all out goes YSKM onto Star. He hops across the wall. Angel still gets Nani. It's a 1-for-1 right now. The lightning crash comes striking on down, grounding itself in Arn's head, who has to ult to stay alive with the cleanse afterwards doing some work. Arn stepping on forwards with the supercharge. Will not be able to find too much more. The health bars pretty low across the board. But OMG largely on top as Angel steps on forward.
Oh, that's a W of all time. Gonna go towards this bot lane turret. This isn't gonna save them. The grubs are there, and OMG, they're still content on chasing.
Oh, Tianzhen gets another Vault Breaker. YSKM, you should know more about the morgue, my friend. Another 3 fall down. And OMG, get the ace. Jovi plays and stuff saying, look, you can't be primary engage on Nani, or you shouldn't be. It's actually significantly harder. You want to be secondary. You want to be that next punch that comes after someone's already thrown the engage in, and that's proving really difficult this game as Angel doing this. It's going to be a continual problem. Where do you pull the engage? On who?
I also really like that Angel has gone for the Cosmic Drive as well. Harry is dead. He stepped out of position.
May have said where. Like that. That's where you put the engage.
Okay, well, that helps. You use the Arn's ultimate, use YSKM's ultimate too. Harry still has teleport, so it's still not going to be really easy for IG to force a fight. I feel like with the wave cleared, they can walk up to this turret, but I still feel like OMG can just walk up and clear this.
YSKM in danger. The quickness comes on down. They can look at the lilting lullaby, but that's already a dead Vi. They lose 2 afterwards, though. The fate sealed, a little bit mixed. Arn trying to go away. They do kill off the Zeri, but Angel can look to hunt on forwards. Remember, there's no mid lane out of turret, so this Yone surely falls, but no, the Spirit Cleave keeps him alive.
Dragon League too. It's not even like IG can play to a Dragon Soul win condition. Arn is currently shadowing the side lane. Did that W get the plasma? That certainly did.
Arn gets to follow up afterwards, and it is just lane ganking the Gnar that's working out right now.
Arn has been the engine room for IG. That might be a bit harder given how much gold he is behind.
Sonya's completed for Angel, but nothing like a Death Cap or a Void Staff at this point. It's very utility heavy on this. YSKM going to eat some damage, but this boy's getting pretty tanky himself, and we are kind of shy some pen items here for
Angel.
Still looking for an angle on the backline. The cease and desist comes on through for Tianzhen. It's just dead. A PP God follows afterwards. In goes Angel, gets a chunk, but again, no kill. Vampire still alive. Starry eventually has to ult to get to. The Fate Sealed afterwards is well Zonya's. But already, the Rel dead. Nani in danger on the other side. Surely here to fall as Angel can still dip, dodge, and dive around for a bit more damage as YSKM goes a little bit further forward. Harry in danger, has to flash away. And ends up being a 3 for 3. The burn damage, huge. And gets to reset, which is nice. And the Baron's been started off the back of it, down to about 2/3 HP.
Whoa, Griffith died off screen in the replay.
You're right.
So there's no jungler. Somehow in the replay, we've missed one of the most important freaking kills we could have seen, observers. Come on. Baron goes down. OMG gonna take that one for free.
They must surely find a way to fight afterwards. The Fate Seal's just shy. Need to get onto the Baron. Starry pulled off the wall. Will fall in trade. The rest of OMG now in retreat. Nani on the backline, about half HP, goes down. Makes that the 1-for-1. Getting more and more W's is the Kaiser, but already a cease and desist at the backline. Lan is in danger. Must stay alive. Just about gets to Eon out. Harry gets a knock into the wall. Will not get the kill as Angel needs to look on forwards, and Kaiser stays alive. Angel gets that kill. Will need to hop on backwards. Wing over the wall. Whoa! Angel looking like the Angel of Death right here, reaping the rest of Invictus Gaming.
So that means OMG have themselves the Baron. Look, folks, they could be using this Baron right now. Angel could be somewhere else. The fact that they're going towards this Dragon, I don't know whether I love it. Angel has himself 9 kills. YSKM going in again.
Tries to be engaged, gets some value. Vampire gets to the backline. He does get onto Starry, but they already run the Rakan. The follow-up Fate Sealed is good. Surely they can get some damage back, and they've done it. They get 3. Harry nowhere near anything resembling damage as Angel continues to dance around in a 1v3. Dumping back, but there's just nowhere to go. Golden goes the Lilia. YSKM continue to hunt for the LeBlanc, who backs away. And again, what? OMG.
Why did they just use the Baron? Why did they just not go towards that? Nani gets himself that 30-minute Yone ultimate. Doesn't matter that he's behind 4,000 gold. He hits all the targets that he needs to. Arn doesn't even get to play this fight out the way that he wants to, and IG, they are team fighting the way back into this. OMG, this is one of the worries that we had about people dying in important moments. Okay, so this is as jungle is going down, retreats from the Dragon take, instant one-shot with the full combo. Angel gets himself a Medjai's kill at that point. I mean, that's important, folks. He still has the Baron buff for this point, and that means they get themselves a turret after this as well. OMG don't get themselves sold, but they do get themselves an important kill onto Griffith, who has been doing a lot of damage in these team fights. So, OMG, they have themselves big dragon fight on. Needs to be careful.
Jinjin gets into the backline. The stun comes on through to deny the cease and desist. Lilting Lullaby afterwards buys some time, but the damage is done. This time the combo is clean. The Starry picks up a triple kill immediately, trying to get some more on falls. Surely a 4th kill comes on through, but no, Tianjin the flashes to water it down.
Only thing that OMG needed was one good Zeri team fight. Nani tries to claw one back, but IG are caught. Arn is caught. Nani gets one back, but it feels like it is so little. Far too late into this game. OMG will march down to the Nexus with 5 grubs and 4 members.
Alas, gasp, but it was written in the stars. The fate was sealed long before Yone pulled the ultimate. OMG, hold on. They win the game. Game 1 is theirs on the back of an incredible performance from the likes of Angel in the mid lane.
Angel's LeBlanc comes to play, and IG, despite the fact we were calling IG favorites to come into this game, can't make it happen. Indrid is very good versus Judwani in the early game, though, so that can potentially be an option for OMG. When it comes to team fights, IG have the Wombo. OMG
thinking about a dive there. You could see there were some things on the way to the side against it in the mid lane. Flash on forwards, last order's not quite enough. Was wishing you took Ignite.
35 HP. Flash for flash in mid lane.
That was kind of recoded recently. There's Sejuani's in lane, but so is Tianjin coming across the side here. So it's getting pretty messy. Engage comes on through. It's too late. Starry getting away. Stays alive for now. And now the Kindred beginning to turn around the damage. The Ezreal poking from a massive distance. First blood onto the Kindred, who can continue to hop in that Wolf's Frenzy. The dance of arrows continuing to pepper into the back of IG. First blood goes towards that Kindred.
Eating damage time and time again. The fact that he's using his E cheaply like that at first rank means they just can't play. Tianjin's going to jump in here. Vampire's not being engaged.
Fantastic. They thought they were on the Dragon. Starry gets over the wall, but Arn just follows. It's beautiful stuff. Tianjin, though, might be able to chase this one for a 1-for-1 and does so. Jungler dead means that the Dragon is still likely going to OMG.
Yeah, Tianjin could still just go back towards this again. And even though I do think IG have been pretty good at these lane punishes from Vampire with GLFS coming down. They've done well at that. They aren't getting clean plays. Yes, Starry is caught out once again, walking up towards Fog of War. This time at least he has the cleanse to make sure he can get over the wall and get something done. It's still not clean plays for IG, which is what they would really want at this point. Arn might be able to flash in. Not going to be able to do that much right now. Angel's coming over. Vampire's overextended here. He has no flash.
In a dangerous position, but GLFS finds a fantastic ultimate. Angel needs to back away. The Lambda Spider's in. Nani will come back on out. Angel staying alive, but now gets just pulled back, though. Out of the W, he's trying to get over the wall. And now PP God forced to flash afterwards. In comes on. Doesn't really have that much ability to go much further. And look at the HP bars.
Getting that to confirm, it ends up leading nicely into it. Grubs started. Teleport coming in from Harry, who can come around on the flank.
Get pretty scary. Can look for something. Has a blast cone to work with as well. There's one ward in that bush. BP God backing away a little bit. This would be fourth grub. If Tianchen can get a hold of it, will likely do so. There's the mark. YSKM gets to the backline, forces the flashes. BP God in danger on the other side. Gets a solar flare down and does some work back. As the damage comes flying on through the Ken. There's definitely the ultimate already used. Will surely fall afterwards. Does the Sejuani. GLFS. Good luck. Find something more at the end of the tunnel. It was a bright light that OMG were shining, and it's looking like a freight train coming towards this top lane tier 1, where Nani is left alone.
OMG get the 4 grubs, and they get themselves a great fight. Harry, fantastic intro into this game. Nani, were they just waiting for the mark to apply from Tianjin as well? They are. They want to get themselves that kill from the Kindred. Can't quite get an access to that, so sadly Tianjin not getting marks, but OMG once again out team fighting IG. Yeah, Tianjin's going to interrupt this with a W, which means that Vampire needs... So this is a problem which IG have had for a very long time. Nani gets left alone in side lanes, and Vampire and GLFS are not there to save him. It is obvious this is the target. He has the he's the target. He has the mark on his head. Where the hell is Vampire and GLFS? They're going to start cross-mapping on the other side, but they're losing more than they bargained for. And then he has his ult right now, but he just immediately dies. Why is IG leaving him alone on the side lane like this?
And it's like, what do you do as Nani there? It's rough now. Arn is here, but the W goes wide. Tianjin may be forced to ultimate here. May also just decide, look, I'm going to give my life up. So they do at least trade 1 for 1 now.
But this is the thing. They go for a teleport at the end of this with 4 grubs. He's going to take the tower.
Also looks like Griffith was forced to flash as well in a play towards the bot lane as well. Not sure what Harry did there, but clearly earned something from the Sejuani.
Nani dying, and now suddenly you have once again huge amount of gold onto Angel. Harry gets himself, even from weak side, a huge amount of gold. IG are going to head towards this dragon. OMG, what ultimates do they have? They have all of them but the solar flare.
Proved pretty tricky. Lamb despite up Tianjin didn't want to burn it in that last play topside, realizing he was likely dead, but the dragon was still secured by IG.
W on the passive, something like that. But also what ended up happening beyond that point, because there was another set of changes, because people were still building Eclipse, and then the Profane Hydra was effectively all the same. Harry is now going to be really annoying all the same. The Eclipse is a great dueling item, and with a lot of squishies on the backline, you have to now pay attention to Harry on whether he can assassinate someone there, and that's going to be really, really important because he's going to have good flank options because the side lanes are winning so hard like this. It's going to be a flash forced out of YSKM. Means that he's not going to have that flank threat. Nani gets a bot lane out of turret, but I still feel like OMG taking Herald, taking top lane out and already taking the bot lane already, can put themselves in a great map state.
I think these days, Moss Stomper doesn't feel as good on Kindred as it once did in the past when you used to get the really high shield values. It's just not quite the same.
Oh, GLFS spotted. Harold going towards mid. He's overstepped.
He's not quite in turret range either, so the damage is huge. The Magnet Storm afterwards, though, does work, as YSKM does not need the flash to get on in a flank. The problem is the Lamb's Respite means that the ultimate doesn't do as much work, but On flies back in, trying to flash back up, and Harry will surely be able to queue on a little bit more. Gets 2 on the back end of it all, but Angel gets another chain. A triple kill to On could prove problematic. Trying to stay alive, flash on in from Harry will surely secure the team white fight ace regardless.
Aatrox is back, baby! He took a bit of a hiatus between spring and summer, but it feels like Harry is bringing a cold, cold winter to IG. Currently at 1 and 2 in series. If they lose this game, they go to 1 and 3. So good for this team. He has been trying his damnedest, but he just doesn't have the best entrance into these plays. OMG have been bursting out the first target, and once again, GLFS dies in a replay.
Clearly, replays are the curse that Griffith can't manage as Vampire in danger. Stake through the heart. Angel puts it through himself.
They're going to get themselves a Baron right on spawn. IG falling apart.
Huge moment. The jungler dying again in such a critical moment cost them probably everything at this point. Lane tier 2, he was just not there, so he was still doing that 4v5 as well, and now Baron comes on through, and OMG we're having another game where they are just playing out these mid-game parts quite well now.
Folks, we are cooking on hydrocarbons. The propane hydra has come through for Harry, and he is lighting up IG, setting them aflame. It has really felt like OMG with this Baron buff. I mean, this is not close. IG, it was close in game 1. This is an absolute stomp.
The pendulum has swung securely over towards OMG, and they will be giving up those nightmares you were talking about quite happily here. But witchcraft or not, they will be looking to end the game in very short order. Nani split to try and get something back, but they lose 2 inhibitors for the penance of trying to split the map.
Well, it's not like IG can go for a front-up team fight. We've seen what happens when they engage into the front line. This has happened multiple times before when the engage goes onto the tanks. It's not what you need. I'm getting to the point where any single member of OMG, if they get a free fight, will carry the game. Yeah. You have Angel, who we know what Angel could do on this. You have a 5-0-5 Aatrox with a 3,000 gold lead. He's just... What? YSKM, go home!
Wait, is he going for
you're needed in the base, Mr. YSKM!
Where's he going? Is he trying to find an angle in here
YSKM, you're needed back on set!
Tianzhen is actually pretty low here. Might not be needed because Daney does all the work for him. Gets a kill. And now YSKM gets in! That exit stage right for OMG, who will be praying for a better outcome. Their namesake not working out here. A triple kill to the Yone. Might be looking for even more as Harry. A 1v4, the world ender ended.
Nady gets his team fight, and IG somehow fall apart on that push. But moments like that still leave you open to that question, like, okay, the hell are you doing here? They come back out onto the map. They have a 10-stack Medros and Angel. They're trying to catch out on PP God.
Goes straight down. That's a huge amount of damage. An Infinity Edge completed.
Kind of like combated finally.
Finally get a hold of that and should be able to do that, you think, because it's not that much great frontline. It's a squishy Aatrox in your frontline. The Leona just got melted.
All the same, Tianzhen is still an AD carry, still very good at killing these objectives. They're going to go towards it, but they have been spotted on the ward.
They have, but Angel on a flank could prove deadly to someone like YSKM if they step on forwards. They know he's in there because of the airy proc. That will reveal that the LeBlanc was around. GLFS over the backline. PP God goes on forwards, likely not in the tankiest position. Dragon taken by Nany, but it means he's not here. PP God's still low. The turnaround just doesn't happen as Angel about to get soloed. Gets on the wall, but tanks the Baron. The Lambda Spike comes on through, keeps him alive. Over the wall comes on, gets stunned up, goes golden. Griffith lands the ultimate, guns the Kindred to go on down. The damage back is huge as the On continues to reign. A little more of a Kathia down on the backline, and Harry will back on up, but that is now Baron for IG.
Huge mistakes by OMG around the Baron. They split too hard. They let the Dragon go over, and Angel is dunked on by YSKM. Very, very lucky to live. OMG, they panic when things don't go to plan, and IG are now squarely back in this game. They get themselves an evening of the gold lead.
Really struggle to pick up those all-important additional range increase after the first. YSKM with flank and ultimate could prove very deadly here. Slicing Maelstrom comes on through. The Kindred is dead before Lamb can throw down a respite. 2 down, but the turnaround is potentially huge. Harry stunned up. Angel into the backline. Will make this a messy fight as On goes golden for how much longer though? Trying to get the kill. A Q comes on through from Starry. Nany misses the ultimate, will flash for another auto, and the fate sealed and a soul and bound does the work that the ultimate could not.
No one's face-checking him still. No one is still face-checking him. He needs to find a squishy target he can actually one-shot. Nany might force the issue.
Get a decent chunk here, you imagine it's going to be a solid chunk indeed. Gets a massive half HP. Solar Flare afterwards. Gonna get the Yone.
And it's the Angel from the mid lane which opens up the game again for OMG. Just as Baron spawns, the Yone goes down. No one knew he was there from IG. It just happened to be a Nany that walked past, and he goes down. It's going to be that Baron. IG are running towards the base. Are we going to see someone try and stop the ports? I don't think they're going to be able to in time. It'll be an inhibitor, I think, but OMG get that Baron. IG can't end the game, and they have to try and find something on the map after their mid lane gets caught out by the smoke and mirrors.
Full build Kai'Sa is shy a Zephyr upgrade to boots.
Harry
gets into the backline. Tianzhen stays alive for now. Harry going to fall down, but the turnaround can still be hit. Doesn't get
Tianzhen
again does not get to press R.
Ticket ultimates again. Flashes on everyone but PP God.
Goes cleanse away over the backline. The YSKM could be an absolute danger. Look at Tianzhen though. Doesn't press R again. Finally, the Lambda Spike comes on through, but Vampire is dead to 1-4 right now. Look at Angel on the backline. Can murder a load of people. Golden is on, but for how much longer? They've got a triple kill on the Kai'Sa. Angel gets out alive, flashing away from Nany. I think they've done it.
See what Angel can do. Can he get back to base? The chain hits. That might be it. Needs to be careful not to get hit by the Q. He walks into the Q and he dies. OMG, from the jaws of victory, somehow snatched defeats.
And Invictus Gaming find life in a game where it should have been put to bed 6 feet under. They rise again, and we'll be going to a game 3.
How did OMG throw this game? High profile, high visibility mistakes thrown out from so many members of OMG, and IG bring it to even. They clutch it out, but honestly, it was OMG throwing that game. The Ashe is lane dominant. It works well into the Callista because that volley and the auto attacks and slow Callista's auto attacks. That Hawk shot is going to have to be an absolute mega UAV for OMG to make sure that they don't end up falling prey to those flanks. Yeah, there's a minion advantage for OMG, and you have all summoners there with an exhaust. It's quite hard to find anything particularly big. Tianjin is going to walk down. He's going to be seen just helping the crash come through. They'll see that ward die right there. Right now, GLFS spotted.
That's a bit ugly. Gets hit with a Zenith Blade, and Tianjin stuck in the minions. Doesn't really get to go on forwards. Finally safeguards in, gets into the backline, and first blood comes across regardless. And now Tianjin's too deep. OMG, it's a disaster play in the bot lane.
OMG maybe trying to force... oh, that's an ult at level 6. It's going to be a swing and a miss. GLFS is here.
An unknown quantity can look to hop on forwards as a Shattering Strike into the crash down onto God is in danger. GLFS now exhausted, but I think it's too little too late. PP God slain, a Spear of Longinus courtesy of Arn.
And Nani having the ult there too. Galio ultimate is a long cooldown, but it is off cooldown, so you don't necessarily want to be flying in towards that. You weren't realistically going to be contesting for that at all. 3 grubs early. A roam if they want to do towards that. Towards
the top side we see gank coming on, and Harry will go all out and drag the Kindred away, but will have that ability to throw down the ultimate, maybe required to, does so. Not taking turret aggro quite yet. There's a Q, nearly into the arrow, not quite enough, but here come the rest of Invictus Gaming to finally kill off this Cassante.
Why is he pushed up that far? And if he is pushed up that far, why isn't Tianjin or PP God there? The misunderstanding from Harry and what he can do in lane costs him. He plays it out well, but realistically, no one's going to work it towards him there. YSCam doesn't have the ult now. If the chain lands, he's in trouble. The kick does first.
Q comes on in. The damage afterwards will be donated over towards Tianjin, and they do make it a 1-for-1 of the grand scheme.
This is this is good Safari League of Legends. Walking up, spotting the wildlife, in this case fighting, and then getting information.
Yeah, take a quick snapshot for your family / teammates back home, but then you don't stick around. You don't live there. You're on holiday, guys.
I'm not Safari League of Legends, folks, is watching objectives go down and not doing anything about it. It is one of my least favorite things to do in League of Legends. I'm sure it's great to do in real life. Look for a cross map or something like that. That would be an important point. Harold, put into mid lane, trying to open up this mid lane out of turret. Is there wave clear here just yet? No. Is it going to be enough to take down the entire turret? I think it is.
Ooh, get that one. Flash on in from Vampire. Gets into the backline. That's a lot of damage on Starry. Tianjin, I apologize, who goes on down.
Magic resist. You can get dunked on. Angel, he'd love to have his teammates here. He might have a teleport coming through from Harry, but they're going straight for it.
It's across for now. Flash away afterwards. Does have to burn the additional summon that gets out alive.
Yeah, I was worried maybe that Vampire was just within the edge of Q range. They have themselves 3 grubs. Can they take this full turret? Maybe. Just about. So IG get themselves a win in that side lane. On the other side, the crossfire from OG is slow. Dragon up in 10 seconds now. Are there good flank wards? Yes, there are. YSCam currently on the bot side of the map. Has flash, has teleport. Can either go in for an organic flank. He built this one at home, or he can start teleporting into the fray. That teleport is Nani. Of course, that's going to be important too. That Galio ultimate at that second rank has that 1.5 item point. Isn't that far behind LeBlanc either. OMG, I don't think they win the big team fight. This is a big problem. Starry has done nothing with his arrows. YSCam is found out by Harry. Angel's here.
Gets the chunk, misses the chains though, forces the early ultimate. There's the Galio afterwards. Harry gets knocked up, not in danger quite yet, now is in danger, as the follow-up with the crash down Magnet Storm is absolutely gorgeous.
Angel tries to wait around to give Harry an E target to increase that range, but he just leaves himself out in the open. OMG, they don't end up winning the grouped up fights. They don't end up winning the split one here either. YSCam gets out, and OMG starting to rue, again, that game 2 loss. An absolute throw from them as IG start putting on the afterburners, start pulling off the combos. Vampire can maybe go, I think maybe he's gone too far there, actually, but he does have the
backdown.
And he has the Callista ultimate. He can play as safely as he wants.
And he goes on in, gets another stun, but that'll be Starry immediately cleansing on out.
For them, and this is kind of the OMG which I was afraid to see, the one which is sleepwalking into fights. And IG, you could argue that they, oh, hang on, catching it.
That's not bad. That easy to kill. He's still got flash, and there might be a Kindred ultimate available for him. Flashes away to safety, gets a knock up on the Tianjin, who's trying to get something more, but now Wise giving to the backline, blowed up, does go down. Angel picks up that one. Now GLFS in danger. Reminder, Baron has spawned, and you're about to lose your Kindred. Lambda Spider's down, but I don't think a DRX logo is going to keep you alive for all that much longer. Going for some more. Finally gets the kill. Callista gets one back, but now they continue to run people down as the slows come on down from this Ashe. Finally, Pokeball is summoned to bring them out of the fight, but I think there's too many members fainted. They're going right back to the Pokemon Center.
Yeah, they Volt switch out of there, but they will not be able to go towards the Baron. It feels like OMG, they put themselves into the right position of the map, and OMG, though they have not been the better team this game, they were in that moment. You have Arn alive, he has Flash, he has stuns, but he can't get here. OMG find the play, which bring them back into the game. Just when we were criticizing them for not being the team that were good in the clutch, they get themselves the Baron, which might open up something in this game. Might open up an opening for Angel to take this mid lane in a turret. It was at a low amount of HP, and I think it will do. Nady can't wave clear this. He can get CC, but he's not going to get the wave clear through that. And now suddenly OMG, they get themselves a really good amount of gold.
They've got a crap team for clearing Baron buffs to IG. No one wants to be close enough to wave to do that. It gets really tricky in these scenarios. You can see already. Oh, my days of damage onto the Kindred. Not quite enough to get the kill. The Magnus Storm afterwards is solid. Hitting in danger. Will get knocked up, but W's it super well. Goes all out. Will likely fall. Footwork away. Kick out. Stays alive.
And LMG choose not to go for the fight because Angel is taking an inhibitor turret. They still have 25 seconds left of the Baron buff. Angel can go almost get himself a full inhib at this point. OMG, I don't know what the hell's happening with these recalls, but IG, they don't even come back to defend this one. Angel still has himself a good amount. They're teleporting back in towards boss side, and IG, moment of madness. They can't catch the carries. Again, another poor engage.
Through it all, he offers them attention and gets on out with some comfort and affection, trying to make this one. Whether the plays are right or wrong, teleports in behind, and Robbie Williams can wait a second or two.
YSKN, there's no flash on Starry.
Grounded on 4, likely about 4. Harry buys time with 3 though. This Kazante proving so difficult to take down. And now Angel coming on over again. Stays alive for now, and we all back away. OMG really coming to play now.
Yeah, I really feel like, again, we're going back to that famous book series. It's a Game of Thrones. And I guess typically you say it like you either win or you die. I feel like both these teams aren't exactly on the winning mentality today. IG, they were so far ahead in this game. They find themselves now behind in gold from a huge Baron power play coming from OMG. They get to go back towards that Baron, stop IG getting towards Soul Point. OMG have somehow clutched that in this game, and credit to him, Starry has had a better game. I thought he was going to be dying on cooldown. He's 27 minutes into this game and hasn't died once to the huge combo that can come on top of his head. No summoners right now, but still, IG have failed to kill target number 1.
Angel in danger. Here's PP God though to defend. Angel does have flash, yet to be forced to blow it. Has got the distortion on a low enough cooldown to back away for now.
I can't believe this is the kind of series getting between these. Well, okay, I can. But this is what I'm saying. Look, when you're trying to think about these games in particular in the Nirvana group, things are just really messy. These are teams which have flaws, and those flaws don't always match up in the way that you expect. We knew that Angel was going to be better than Nani in terms of an individual laner. That has become a huge problem in this series. I didn't expect Arn to be that much better than Starry. He has been. That's made it much more even that way. I think that Harry for most of this series has been better than YSKM, but this game, of course, has been all YSKM, but Harry's still been doing well at his job in team fights. The fact that OMG have ramped up a little bit from the last series has thrown this into a bit more of disarray. They're very even right now. OMG really opening up the map. There's one turret left for IG outside of their base.
Infinity Edge now for the Ashen. Reminder, that scales with the passive. It increases the slows you do on auto. So now with the Phantom Dancer on top of that, your ability to get onto the Ashe without a full commit is very limited.
Also worth noting as well, so Murktreads reduce the duration of CC, not the effectiveness of the CC. So if you go Swiftness boots, you get slowed less. But if you go Mercury Treads, you get slowed for less amount of time. Problem is, if you're trying to run away from the Ashes, continue auto-attacking you, they don't matter shit all. Particularly because they have themselves, you know, they haven't built a huge amount of army. You see that Arn is going towards he's going towards a shield bow maybe? No, he'll be going towards the Witch essentially, or Wit's End. Look, he's going towards, yeah, that's Wit's End, that's the one. It really does feel like Arn, even though he has been the best AD carry in this series by a long shot, he has been probably the best player on the Rift this series, is going to fall out of relevance at some point. I think that OMG are getting to a point where they're really, really comfortable.
It is proving very, very difficult. And honestly, credit over to Harry as well. After a tricky early game, has been such an annoying bulwark to get through.
You know what, folks? I try not to do this because I like to pay attention to the game, but Baron spawning in 10 seconds, and one thing which we need to talk about is the arrow. Hits Arn, he has cleanse. It shouldn't be that problematic, but he has to blow that one. Starry hits one at this point, but I was just saying, Ghost Spider Gwen in chat, very rightfully pointing out, 2 stacks on Kindred. We are currently 28 minutes in, and IG were winning most of this game. They don't get themselves any of those stacks.
Looking like they might be right here to fight back and claim game 3.
Yeah, so now, what are IG going to do? Do they have any wards? They don't have any wards. This is the big thing. They don't have anywhere for YSKM to get a flank onto. OMG going to start burning this down. Very, very powerful. Starry, can he start damaging through Nani? Nani is completely spaced out.
Boy.
This is not where he wants to be.
Flashing away. Vampire gets to the backline. Tianjin stays alive, though, and he's gone. Trying to get some more damage. Solar Flare! sits him right close to the sun. The damage back from Wisecam is solid enough for now, but it's just isolated. Another comes back on through. On, untouched. GLFS gets the honor, but a Q3 from Harry is gorgeous. And down goes on. Triple kill to Story. Quadra kill, I apologize to Angel. You'd think I could read the screen.
And OMG are the only team in the LPL that can win a goddamn team fight with a Lee Sin kicking a cannon onto their carries. OMG, they throw game 2. They're behind in game 3, but it is Invictus Gaming who walk away broken. They walk away shattered. IG find themselves at 1 and 3, falling to the hands of the old gods.
Oh my days, it was a rough river rapids of a game, but down the waterfall they go. And you may damn sure they'll be loving Angels after the end of this game. A stellar series from their mid lane.
I can't believe they won in a team fight. That cannon gets kicked onto the carry.
I know.
These were some of the best highlights from the Rumble stage of LPL Summer 2024 matchup between BLG and LGD.
Nautilus is a champion which can level different things that first level. Now he has no hook and you can go in, and he's got no flash.
Damage on Jinjo is pretty huge. The exhaust comes on down. The pulverize comes afterwards. Flash on in from Elk. Another auto would do it, and first blood secured by On. Traded back immediately though. Xiaoye can look to go forward, but reminder that barrier is still available for Elk even if the flash has been blown. Knowing, of course, that Shun came up having done 3 camps to look in that top side because of that early walk from Birdall means Meteor can walk on in here and potentially look to contest this camp. Could get pretty difficult. Goes to the watch out. Eve is not taken. Now Meteor in a dangerous position as the permafrost comes on down to start to trade out now. There is no responses yet. The Conqueror now stacked from Meteor means he will win this extended trade. Swell Seed lands. Shun in danger. Has to Arctic Assault away. High Chow coming on over. Flash on in for more slows. Shun's going to burn down. Another Q would do it. The auto, the passive, not quite there. The Q will do the work.
And none of the solo laners are coming to BLG. Big mistake by Shun by using his Q. If Birdall ends up getting a kill onto him soon, it can be particularly problematic. Jinjo still has no flash, and that's a bit of a problem.
Can come over and just 1v3 effectively because Jinjo has no HP bar to work with. Goes down pretty swiftly.
So BLG going to go towards top side, get themselves 3 grubs. That's a nice cross map, especially if they can get Jace into a winning situation. That can be something they can leverage very hard. Jinjo's going back towards bot side.
Jinjo is going to be here to actually start it and take it away, but can they catch someone on the response? Elk gets hit up very early, doesn't have the flash up and available yet, so he's likely going to fall. Nowhere to go for the Kai'Sa. Meteor picks up the kill and a couple Dark Seal stacks.
Doesn't pop it at all. I thought he was going to pop that a little earlier.
Needs to be really careful here. Another auto just kills him, right? Flash on in, he's dead.
Xiaoye, you cannot give that freebie to Elk. He has the barrier still. You're not going to kill him. Win the Kai'Sa.
Elk, when he gets to manipulate waves like that, is so good at zoning off and punishing as Jinjo now pops the ultimate, turning around. The hook is wide from On, has to flash away. There's no going to be reset on that cooldown. Birdall steps on forward and gets an empowered auto attack and a speed gate down. Oh boy, Jinjo with no ultimate is likely going to fall. Knight gets that one with a fate sealed. Turning around now, the damage onto On, pretty huge. A watch out either way. Spin gets a slicing maelstrom of all time. The lilting lullaby afterwards. Big damage back though as the shock blast is empowered even further by that damage. Another shock blast onto Shun. Done about 10% HP and Birdall from over the wall can do some damage here.
Yeah, so BLG, they just about survive in the 5v4. There was no Xiaoye there. Xiaoye does have ult and he's coming through from mid lane. There's a chance they could still fight him.
Can ult someone for some serious damage. Not a lot of HP to work with. They need to be very careful.
Where's Xiaoye going?
Gets Birdall into the backline. They can do some damage down to Shun is in danger as well. Back away from Birdall. Speeds on up with the phase rush. Cannot get far enough away and Elk picks up a second.
No top lane kind of like cross map available. Birdall also has a lot of vision to keep himself safe. LGD happy to head towards bot side. There is a teleport coming in. It's not Bin. This will be Knight, and he doesn't have his ult or flash.
That's aftershock down from Jinjo. Elk on the flank, he could potentially get in here. On in a dangerous spot himself. Gets hook on in. The damage though is huge. High Chow gets that one on. Is quickly switched off. Elk is trying to take the dragon on the other side. Doesn't work. Gets stolen away anyway. And now Shun gets the stun, trying to get towards the blast cone. Stunned up in trade though. Falls down at LGD. Maybe they just are the kryptonite for BLG. Superman is falling apart.
Well, to Zhonya's second quite easily enough. There are no Zhonyas in LGD. Your AD carries don't get to build that either. So in these kinds of fights, watch to see if Elk can just dive onto the backline. There isn't that much counterplay. Bin 2, he's got the flank teleport.
Turning around, Knight gets a Q3. Bin. Jinjo, but Bin into the backline. Could look for the flash on in. Slicing Maelstrom deletes Corki. Damage now on the other side onto the Alistair. Lilting Lullaby is solid. Gets 4 members down. That's so much damage back on Birdall in the backline. Cannot kill Elk. Is stunned up before the damage is done, but the HP bars beginning to fall. Xiaoye can get one more back. Needs to reset for another E. Gets knocked up again as the Mortal Steel. Make sure Xiaoye falls, and LGD, despite a monster ult from Meteor, cannot secure Elk. You want to look for this guy.
That's an auto and a single target Q. That's an auto and a single target Q. He has himself that Cull cashed in, Kraken Slayer, and you can see there's a teleport having to be called into this mid lane because Xiaoye cannot defend himself. Hai Chao is now the person going towards it. They're not going to be able to defend this turret. BLG, easy mid-turret take.
Goes to the swirl, Seed gets a little bit of a markdown, but no real ability to pull the trigger in a reasonable time frame. The turret goes down. There's no cleanse on Elk. If he gets put to sleep, he's staying asleep.
That's the hook. They can't stick around for the poke. LGD, they're committing to the fight.
Jin Zhao in danger. The True Shot Barrage is entirely wide. Jin Zhao trying to hold on to the flash. Is going to be hit by the Glacial Prison afterwards, and Jin Zhao immediately falls. Shun down pretty low here, so could still be at threat. And the poke from the side of LGD still very obnoxious. They need to be a bit wary.
Meteor, he's angling.
Nice, get knocked up, in danger, does get the dragon, Xiaoye gets it, the follow-up damage is a 1-for-1 right now. What happens is Xiaoye trying to get a hold of Shun, the slicing Maelstrom will trade back, Birdle alive on the other side as the Soul and Bound runs out of time.
The dragon going over to LGD will definitely be something they'll look to leverage off later by trying to get towards the Soul point. LGD just about make that work, even though Jin Zhao didn't have himself a great position.
Finn's going to try and come over the side in a second here. Knight, no ultimate, does have flash, maybe forced to burn one or the other. I don't know how much value gets from the Spirit Cleave there. The damage onto Birdle is foul though, and they're going to have to turn away. Jin Zhao has to flash, here comes Bin. Oh my days, Knight is just too strong.
He didn't even pop his shield bow. It wasn't as close as it seems.
During the pick onto Jin Zhao, couldn't step forward to be really doing that much damage to the dragon, because then he'd be in range for Meteor's Qs. Those booming blows could be difficult. Fight about to commence again as On gets the aftershock, but still burning down. Meteor in danger. Knight goes over the wall with the Fate Seal. Meteor just about alive, but then comes Elk into the backline. Stays alive with the supercharger speed. On the read from On. Make sure the Xiaoye falls afterwards. A 3 for none. The damage has been pretty foul. It looked for a moment like LGD might get out, and Elk says absolutely not. Ours into the backline. Meteor falls, and then minimal damage. That's an item and a half on the Jace, with one of them being a Hex Drinker for lane. Really isn't hitting all that hard right now.
No, it is not. And Birdle, he wasn't ganked in the early game, but it just feels like Jin Zhao tries to get the combo out, forces the ult out of it. That's it.
Gets that at least, and I appreciate Jin Zhao for looking. Again, at 0, 7, and 5. It looks bad for the Alistair, but...
Oh, God, even though, yeah. Look, folks, I feel bad about, like, taking leaves off of my house plants.
You are very protective
of
house
plants. I'm very protective
of
that. I really feel like I'm going too far with that. Anyway, LGD, they're not... It's the big problem when you're playing the big tank initiators. When your team fight goes wrong, your tanks don't really have a way out. The reason that you're seeing so many deaths on Jin Zhao is because the team's losing the team fights. That's an indication of it.
Is a little bit, and as we can see, BLG like their meat free range, freshly caught on the farm. That has been LGD.
But I don't know, you've got cow hunting.
Well, ranching probably at this point, I suppose. But there we go, another one down. Mazel would have the better terminology, I'm sure. But here we are.
On's got Warmogs, he'll heal back up. BLG are just looking to full court press and take things out around the last objectives. But you don't want to go for a big burst combo here.
I don't know, you can chunk out Bin pretty early. That's really good. Forces the flash on the other side. Jin Zhao tanking up the other members. They get the cannon. That's well done.
Yep. And around the Krog pit, you can see that BLG, they might want to teleport it anyway. Bin's coming in. They've overpushed. They're going into the cannon death trap here. Teleport into the wave.
They're going to try and place one up before the cannon can get here. Still going to be a ways off before that play can happen. Remember, no flash does have the ultimate. Still continue to trade on as On and Shun. Taken very low. Knight now having to back away. Has the Q3 available. Flash away from Elk, who got hit by the lilting lullaby. Birdle in danger. Cannon still not here. Now Bin can look for a play. The Fate Sealed does its work. They murder the Ezreal. Down already. Jin Zhao not in position to body block. The damage from Elk is huge. Continue to play on out. They get another. Elk vaults to get another. One remaining member in Birdle, who jumps onto Bin, knocks him away. And Kennen late to the party, but not late enough to allow LG to win anything. They will turn game 1 into a victory.
Knight gets the perfect engage to buy the time for Bin. First it's Knight, then it's On. Elk manages to get back into the play, and BLG shows exactly why. They are the improv team fight gods. You give them enough materials, give them enough paint to put on the easel, and they'll make a work of art out of it. LGD, they beat BLG at the first time of asking, well, in the second time of asking in the group stage. They will not do so here in the first game.
Oh, well, who needs a script when you can just follow my cues? Whose ult was it anyway? BLG masters, not just of comedy, but high drama. What a fight to end it all.
Is it comedy? Is it tragedy? feels like a little bit of both in this game for LGD.
Got solid side laning here between the LeBlanc and the Cassante, and of course if Graves gets enough damage to his name, Meteor could absolutely eviscerate what is on the whole a very squishy team from BLG still.
Going towards the cooldown boots first. We'll see what he goes towards in this one. And Shun's coming down bot side. This is now potentially very, very dangerous.
Oh,
Mark
boy.
being twitched over towards Xiaoye.
They're trying to engage him. We've still got Cleanse though, so just immediately get down out of that. The Q is pretty solid, but Xiaoye just does not have the damage, goes on down, and they can try and run down Braum afterwards as well. He might be a wrestler, but unfortunately this time around he is destined to lose, and this one is not scripted in that way. Shun gets another.
This game has been a bot div so far. The fact that Elk managed to get those 2 double ups very early into the lane onto Xiaoye, that's... I'm not gonna lie, that's nigh unforgivable. You're a Varus, you're meant to win this matchup. As you were saying, a lot of misfortune mates are saying, like, look, MF used to be that lane bully. Not necessarily the way that you think, right?
She hasn't. She will, I promise you.
Have you seen her bare tokens?
I have on my screen. Yeah, ooh, good chains of corruption. Get down against bother, but the turnaround with the bullet time. Flash across the arrow. Auto Q, auto, and a double tap. Does the work. It's Zombieland all over again.
Because top lane is not a factor and can't TP in time. That's going to be Harold, the Glorab's going to BLG.
In goes the bullet time alongside a quickness. Hai Chao just about alive, but MF unleashes the arsenal from downrange. The collateral damage afterwards, though, means the Bilgewater courtesy is a brutal one indeed. Bertel goes over the wall. Blast cone to keep the Misfortune for safety for now, but a flash away will not keep the Kindred safe. LGD turn it all around. It looked like Odd had found the trigger, but all he finds is a live wire and a lot of damage onto BLG's backline.
With Bertel, who's just been hard kind of forced onto before this. Love how he plays this one out, gets himself right into where he needs to be.
Nearly blast cone to Sante out, but still had the flash available. Now to bot lane we go. Meteor needs to back out himself. Shun and On in a spot of bother, but Knight is here. Could look to ult himself. Wait for it. Holding on, teleport behind. There's the Lamb's Respite. It's all baiting on him.
Has Mega.
Meteor could be a dangerous position now. Looking for more autos. The make it rain slow is huge. Shun trying to back away as the damage from Xiaoye means the Kindred falls again. Bin nearly at Mega still. Will likely bring down Meteor. Tries to throw down an end of the line, but does not have space for a 2-for-1 in favor of BLG.
Yeah, and you can see that LGD, they have the damage to make these turnaround plays all out with the W shove as well when you're in like your tankier form. So LGD, they might have to rely on Bertel to do his own team fighting stuff later into the game. Like I've been saying, I think Bertel has been the unsung hero for LGD in a number of these games. A lot of people focus on the mid jungle for this team, which is completely understandable. But I think Bertel, when he gets himself into the game on stuff like the Poppy or the Cassante, his team fight impact is really good. He has the goal to show it off now.
Elk can't quite secure the turret himself on the bot side, and now Cassante into a comp that really will not enjoy him getting into the backside. Could prove pretty problematic. Dragon secured. Bin now in danger as Meteor quick draws towards him, gets a slow with the smite, begin to order, will nearly be at Mega. Means unlikely to be able to secure the kill here, you would think.
Now, and they have a lot of their ultimates available.
Knight, no flash, but has stun charge and the ability to press R. Not happen right now. Okay, so Herald's going to be taken by the side of LGD. No real contest. Shun instead going towards the Raptors.
They want to try and force LGD into their engage, which is much better than what LGD are bringing to that.
They do actually have a lot of consistent damage between the Graves, the LeBlanc, whose ability later on in that game to cycle through a lot of cooldowns is pretty high. Meteor will get a second charge off in him.
How particularly Bertel can influence this one. Top lane is not at the play just yet. BLG have better engaged than LGD. If they catch people in an AoE without that Braum shield being great, they win.
Teleport coming on through, Dragon down about half HP. BLG a little bit wary. Understandably Bertel about 20% down. Bin is split pushing. It would be soul point for BLG. Don't feel free enough to come on through. And they'll let BLG or let Bin split and allow this one to go over.
It's going to be the ult missing from Xiaoye too, not even from the flash of Shun. With that ult down, I think that BLG can really look for a good fight. There's very little pick tools left.
Bertel gets a W, didn't get that much value. So turnaround comes through alongside the quickness. Damage back is huge. Big shield, bullet time, forced to flash away from the door, comes out and keeps LGD just about alive. Hai Chao, though, gets a tier 2 in the side lane.
Exactly. Now, LGD, they managed to delay BLG. They take the Dragon down into towards the bot side as well, because Bertel teleports early. BLG might just be able to take this mid lane out of turret, but, I mean, LGD get themselves a turret and they get themselves a Dragon. I think they're fairly happy with that. The Flash there, I think, is happy with that one. Because of this, you're going to have to use that ultimate here to do this. That's going to be Bin coming in with Mega.
Could be pretty scary. Looks for Mega on 3! Into the backline. Goes on. Trying to get onto Xiaoye, who's taken low but not down. Bin now in danger himself. He's back in Mininar, and Bertel claims him, and the Lamb's Respite is too late. Now Shun in danger. Remember, no flash on him. They try to look for the play, and they get a load of summoners, yes, but now Hurdle can't quite get anything more. Big moment there from LGD, turning things around. Knight, though, ensures a turnaround onto the LeBlanc, who is looking more like LaRouge as the blood spills out on the floor. Jinzhao as well, going to be brought down. The steel chair from downtown is bent over the knee of BLG.
It looked so bad for BLG. A poor team fight where they couldn't get the stun onto a wall with the Mega Gnar leads to Bin dying, but who else to pick up the pieces? But then Knight in shining armor once more. Now going on towards the Baron. LGD forced to respond without their mid laner or their support.
Birdall is going to be coming along here, but I don't know whether he wants to play houses with the side of BLG right now, whatever his namesake might be. On from the flank, could still look for a grand entrance. Goes on in, gets a big knock up on Xiaoyi, who burned everything in that last fight. Now Birdall being run down, the damage is so dangerous, so consistent. Shun continue to hop on forward. The Dance of Arrows, deadly to manage. And the high stakes poker earns them the cash out of dreams. The jackpot is the Baron. Bin now in danger versus Birdall, but Knight is here. And half HP is the Cassante, who's only built really armor. Finally has a Negatron gloat perhaps, but I just don't think it keeps him alive. Mega Gnar comes on through. Bin gets that kill. And LGD falling apart in the mid game. In the picture though, Baron has been started.
Well, there's no teleports on Bin or Knight, so this is a great start from LGD.
Boy.
They should get this one. Shun might be able to get a steal. He can also play around his ult, remember?
Oh, gonna try and play this one out. Just gonna take out the kill onto the Braum. Landers bite keeps the Baron alive. Could try and take it out, does so. LeBlanc taken down by Elk, who will gun them down. Shun gets another. Baron secured. Meteor alive, but about to come crashing down to earth as Knight is hunting for him. A couple blast cones to work with.
The Kindred ulted Baron. Yes, the Kindred ult stops champions from dying, but it also stops your objectives. So the Baron stays alive during the burst down from Elk. Elk throws the ult over to put the panic into them, and then the ult saves the Baron. Then it's Smite versus no Smite. They go down towards the Dragon after this point. Fantastic play from Shun and Elk to just bluntly throw Meteor the most panicked situation you can hope for.
Manage it so well, and before that as well, Shun chunked out Hightower about half HP on the back end of it. Now with Baron, now with all of the additional gold to their name. BLG looking to close this one out, and LGD again, credit to them for being competitive at points. I just don't think they've got enough left in the tank again.
See that Hightower stuck alone in that side lane trying to clutch out some turrets with the objective bounties, but you're going to lose double inhibs for this. We've seen this a couple of times today. You have to get something. You can't defend these turrets. It's better than slowly bleeding out, but it still feels so awful to see all of these inhibitors hit the ground so quickly. He's now going to recall.
Birdall just about fine, taken low but not down.
Now BLG continuing with the rest of the members. Knight has flash. He can potentially catch someone on the flank. It's so dangerous at that point. BLG stacking as we look to potentially see the end of this game. BLG pushing in across all three lanes. LGD, they have been given a very small spot of grass to stand on.
Just used the door to block and auto attack from Misfortune, and that kind of left Birdall a little out to dry there as well, I feel. Low! In comes the bullet time on the top of your screen. The teleport's also flying on through, but already they kill off the LeBlanc Meteor. Stuck under his own turret has been about to go mega to 1v3 by the Nexus Towers. Lamb's Respite comes on through, but it's just a breather before Bilibili Gaming put LGD to the sword. Vengeance for the placement stage. The Rumble stage is BLG's to lose.
BLG, the question was, will they wake up? Will they stop disrespecting their opponents? I think the answer is categorically yes. BLG are wide awake, they are eyes open, and they are staring down the top of the table in the LPL.
These were some of the best highlights from the Rumble stage of LPL Summer 2024 matchup between BLG and LGD. Which moment was your favorite? Let me know in the comments section below. This is OP, and I'll see you tomorrow. Take care.